AFTV, you got this fan here. I know you come from the Far East, right?
Yeah.
Whereabouts in the Far East?
In Malaysia.
Malaysia for the game.
Yep.
Enjoy it today.
Super. Yep. Enjoyed very much. Although we had a few anxious moments, especially towards the end, the last 5 minutes thereabout. I think that is where I think fans in the Far East, have been saying all this while that what we need is that a huge, good skipper. Captain. For lack of captaincy, you can see today that we were a little bit unsure in terms of.
What did you make of David Luiz?
I think it's a huge plus for Arsenal. I think in a long while, I think we always have got that problems at the back. With David coming in, it appears that has improved tremendously. He's able to hold the back line, as it were. I think that's a huge asset. I think a huge acquisition for Arsenal. But the other areas where we always sort of a little bit of complain, as it were, the transition. It seems that we are unable to really have a good transition play. The midfield. We've got good midfielders in Torreira, in Kanduzi, but still, as we can see, they are not really able to direct the game, to orchestrate the game in a manner that maybe some other good midfielders would do. But be it as it may, I think the front line, the three front strikers that we have, of course, with the addition of Pepe. I think that is our really plus point. I think we should be able to score goals in almost any match. But I think we don't really want to get overexcited at the moment. Yep, we've won 2 matches.
Next week, Liverpool.
I think the test is that once we meet the contenders for Big Four,
that's one of them next week.
Right.
Yeah, and then the following week, Tottenham. So in the next 2 weeks, we will be coming up against those big contenders.
Right. As far as we are in the Far East is concerned, as long as we are able to beat Tottenham and Chelsea, we are mighty happy.
We feel the same here as well. You said you represent Arsenal fans in the Far East.
Yeah, in the Far East. Of course, I come from Malaysia. Normally in the Far East, it's a quick one. When we have matches, Arsenal, playing whoever, we will assemble in huge stadium. You will have 60, 70,000 people as well, watching a big screen. That's what we are. In Malaysia alone, there probably be several 100,000 fan base, massive, huge. So we've been following, of course, your Fan TV. Arsenal Fan TV is one of the so-called sites that we, where we get most of the info, as it were, and up-to-date news.
It's good to have you on. Where do you think Arsenal will finish this season, based on what you've seen so far?
I think personally, if we are able to really, if there is no injuries, to say David Luiz or a few other defenders currently were playing today, for example, my own thinking is that we should be able to be on top 3. I think. I'm quite optimistic about that. We got a very good front line, certainly. Now with the addition of Luiz at the back, we seem to have strengthened that, and a good midfield. I think get a good midfielders that we've got in Torreira, and then Kanduzi and Xhaka also. I think Xhaka is injured. I think he's not playing. But I think what we need is that I think we have to quickly get what we call a leader, who can really command the game. For example, today after we have led 1-0, we seems to be sort of kind of, what we call
tentative.
Right, tentative. But I think if you have a good leader, remember Tony Adams, for example, our old Tony Adams, he was able really to command, get his players to really be disciplined enough to play in the manner that we want to protect. If you are leading the game, you want to protect that lead. For example, I mean, the last 5 minutes I was nervous. I mean, I think that's on the one hand, I think because we do not have that someone on the
leadership.
field, who can really tell and direct.
Well, hopefully that will be David Luiz.
Hopefully, yes. I think he seems to be able. To fit in that role, and hopefully, once he sort of put in 5, 6, 7, 8 matches, I think he would fit in quite well in that role. All right.